What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 4 of the Millan Talk. And today we're going to be talking about what I personally do to get ready for an audition. Auditions. Auditions are never an easy thing, right? But I've over the years, I've been able to kind of understand, just like anything else, you reach a certain maturity and you're able to approach things a certain way. And luckily and thankfully, I've been able to take off a little bit of that stress I used to always feel when I was younger. So it's going to be 4 tips, just 4 things that I personally do that I think is going to help you be able to fly by that process and get ready for that audition. So number 1, actually, let me start off by saying there's no rules when it comes to this, guys. There's no rules. There's no set avenue. It's not like you follow this and for sure you're going to hit gold. It's not the way it works. You have to do whatever works. Don't use what doesn't work. That's the main rule. Those are the golden rules right there. Use what works and don't use what doesn't work. So that being said, there are some minor things that you know are going to have a green light behind it and a red light behind it. So just pay attention to those things over the years, and as your training gets better and as you start to pick up on your own idiosyncrasies and your habits, and as you start to develop your own personal ritual, which is what I'm going to share with you guys. This is my personal ritual. So number 1, what I do before anything is when I get that call from my manager, my agent, hey, you got an audition, Christopher, I get excited about it. Because this is your opportunity. This is what I'm waiting for. This is how I get a job, guys. This is how we get a job. When you hear that call, when you get that text message, that email, that call from your manager, your agent, anybody saying, hey, Susan, hey, John, hey, Karen, hey, Samantha, whatever your name is, guys, whenever you get that one piece of news that says you have an audition, be so excited, be so thankful for it, because this is your interview. This is your opportunity to be able to land a job. This is our form of interview in this entertainment business. So that's number 1. Be grateful, be thankful that you're going to be able to showcase your acting chops and your acting work, and they're going to be able to see your face, and they're going to be able to see what it is you've been working on and what it is you're so passionate about. And you're going to be doing this in front of casting directors, in front of a group of people that are going to see your work. And regardless, guys, if you get that job or not, they are seeing you. They will remember your face. All they do, casting directors, is see faces day in, day out, and they will remember you if you are able to do a great audition. So even if you tank one bad audition, you're gonna eventually have a good audition, and they will remember you, right? So that's number 1. Be grateful, be excited, be thankful. Okay, so I could push all those bad, negative feelings out of stress and fear and self-doubt that we all have. Okay, we all have it. Number 2, devour that script. Study that script inside out. Memorize it, devour it, eat it for breakfast, lunch, dinner. As soon as you get it, a minimum. What I personally do is whether I'm in the car, I'll stop. Whether I'm at dinner, whether I'm at lunch, anybody can speak for me when I say this, is that as soon as I get that, I read it a minimum of 5 times. I just read it because I want to know, number 1, what am I auditioning for? Number 2, what's the work I'm going to be working on the next few hours or the next few days, however X amount of time that you have. So read it, devour it, study it, and memorize it by rote. Now, when I say memorize it by rote means that you're memorizing something with no meaning, with no intention, with no inflection. So I would compare it to maybe like a relaxed robot. So if the line says, hey, Mother X, I'm gonna kick your ass, right? Let's just say that. Hey, Johnny, I'm going to kick your ass. Your intention when you read that is, hey, Johnny, I'm going to kick your ass. Or just whatever. Hey, Johnny, I'm going to kick you. So you're starting to put meaning into it. You don't want to do that. You want to read it as relaxed as possible. Hey, Johnny, I'm going to kick your ass. Hey, Johnny, I'm going to kick your ass. Hey, Johnny, I'm going to kick your ass. The reason for that is so that you are flexible, you're open to adjustments, so you don't get stuck on that first reading of, I read it like this and it feels good. And that's all you do for the entire studying process. Don't do that. You want to be open to flexibility. You want to be open to inspiration. You want to be in the casting room and you're in there with somebody and they're throwing some different things at you. And let's say that they're laughing and they're crying, and then, or Johnny's laughing, and then you just, hey, Johnny, I'm going to kick your ass. Like, you can't, you want to be open to the adjustments and the flexibility. Do not get stuck on one thing. So that's what memorizing by rote is. Okay. Then we move on to number 3. Number 3, correct, Readies? That's tip number 3. So tip number 3 is, this is the meat. This is the meat of that 5-course dinner that you've been waiting for. Right now, you are going to put the work in. This is the who, what, why, where, when. Why am I talking? Who am I talking to? When am I talking to? Am I morning, nighttime, lunch? Where am I? Am I at my friend's house? Am I home? Am I at a bar? You have to know exactly what's going on in the scene. Anything that's left that's vague and that you don't understand is going to showcase in your audition. So you want to know exactly what you're saying, and this is where all your work comes into place. So you want to know why you're saying what you're saying. Every line, guys, let me explain to you something, and I've learned this over the years. I remember when I was studying at the conservatory, I used to always think like, oh my God, that line, I could take out that line. I don't need that line, right? And I'm talking about a classical play. These are plays that have been untouched for maybe, I don't even know, hundreds of years. And here I am, this little modern 2000 kid. I don't need that line. That's not the way it works, guys. Every line is there for a reason. Every line has an intention. It's up to you for your interpretation and how you want to say that. So that being said, do not take any line, sentence, punctuation for granted. Please understand that everything is written by one writer or a group of writers. So when the line says I need to go to the restroom, understand that that's not a line you could throw away. Make that line juicy, make that line entertaining, make that line dangerous, whatever feels good to you. So that's tip number 3. That's where you put in your work, right? And this also goes for, I would say, this could also fall into tip number 3, be personal and specific. Now, this is where techniques come into play for me personally. Imagination always works. But my imagination, I can't say I have a great imagination, because all actors have to have a great imagination, but I can't say my imagination will take me everywhere that I need to go in a set or on a scene. My imagination will get me to a certain place, and then it's up to me to have that work back it up. So that's when I say be personal and be specific. Be specific and personal. Make it personal to you. Make it specific to you. If you just got a scene where you're playing a multi-million-dollar executive that works for Google or Facebook, your imagination can take that into place, but start making it personal, start making it specific. How does that make you feel? What would you have to get in your personal life to feel that, to feel successful, to feel wealthy? Now, if being a multimillionaire from Facebook does not do it for you, what if your passion is sports? Or what if your passion is traveling? Or what if your passion, or somebody gives you millions of dollars for doing something that you love to do, and start using that? So that's a little bit of where being specific and being personal, making the scenes personal to you, come into place, right? So number 3 is the work. Do the work, do the homework. Number 4, tip number 4, kind of getting towards the end already. This is the audition time has arrived, right? So this is a very important one, because all of that work that you've done, everything preceding up to that time, means nothing if you get to that audition rushing, stressed out, frustrated, scared, full of self-doubt, and not ready to really execute that audition. Nothing else matters. At the end of the day, what matters is when the ball is in your hands, for any athlete, for any sport, when the curtains come up, that's the time. That's really the moment that counts. Nothing else matters. All that practice, all the behind the scenes, all the training, that just helps you. But now it's game time, right? So the audition is game time. So now it's time. So give yourself that time to show up early. When I say early, some people show up an hour early. I've always been one to show up at least 10 minutes early. I give myself 10 minutes early because we all know how crazy life is. But 10 minutes, I could do 10 minutes. That's either to sit in my car and just really kind of give myself a self-talk. I think self-talk is really important. So give yourself a self-talk. Say, I'm ready for this. I did the work. I'm going to go into that room, do the best I can. And that's it. And the rest is out of my hands. So basically number 4 is get in the zone. You need to get in the zone. Okay. Whether you're in that room, whether you're about to do a self-tape casting in your house, give yourself a few minutes to just breathe, be in a state of relaxation, and get in the zone to be able to hit this baseball out of the park. Right. So that's tip number 4. I think that was it. I think that was 4 tips. And then, so once you're in that room, this is tip number 5. A little bonus tip. that I just thought about right now. Tip number 5, bonus tip, is just let it go, guys. Just let it go, right? We're not doing rocket science here. We're not doing brain surgery here. We're not about to go operate on somebody's life. So there's a great quote that Clint Eastwood said, and I think this summarizes our entire craft of this craziness that we do. We're like little kids, but we're also adults and we take it so seriously. So this quote is amazing because Clint Eastwood says, take the work seriously, but don't take yourself seriously. Right? Now, really understand what that means. Take the work seriously. You got to do your homework. You got to do everything. Do everything that's necessary for you to be able to achieve that next level, for you to improve. Because at the end of the day, it's about you improving day by day. But don't take yourself too seriously. Don't be, don't be that snob. Don't be that snob. You're not about to go operate on somebody's life. You're an actor. We're actors. We're playing make-believe. We're playing pretend. Really understand what it is we do. I understand our passion, and trust me, I get your passion because I have the same passion and I love what I do. But over the years, I've realized I cannot compare my profession to a doctor. A doctor is a very different profession. An acting profession should be just as respected. In some cases, it's respected even more. But let's realize what we're talking about here. We're talking about doctors, people who save lives, people who come up with cures. Now that is something very serious, something to be very. It's a rich, respective career. So, but don't take yourself so seriously. We're just going into a room. We're playing make believe. We're playing pretend. We're doing the best we can with our emotions. We're crying and laughing and we're feeling, and we're just, we're controlling our emotions. So understand that and just let it go. Just let it go. Do the audition, do the best you can, finish it. And when they say thank you, you say thank you very much. Hope you have a great day, and leave. Leave it with that confidence. Leave with that essence of like the casting directors to sit there and be like, damn, you know what? This is somebody, I like what he does. We were able to give him some adjustments. He did it. You know what? I think the director would enjoy working with this guy or this girl for the next few months, for the next few years, if it's a TV series. At the end of the day, guys, it's about who you want to work with. I mean, think about it. Who do you want to work with for the next few years or the next few months? You want to work with somebody you get along with. Sometimes we don't get along with them. And that's a horrible experience. And for personal experience, speaking from personal experience, but just let it go, do the best you can. And this also takes me back to be open to adjustments, be open to flexibility. Don't get stuck on that one thing, which is why we don't memorize things by rote, right? So let me just summarize the 5 tips that we just went over. Number 1 is be grateful, be thankful, be excited. You're able to showcase your work. Number 2, what's number 2, Ace? Number 2, what's number 2, Ace?
Let me know. I don't know.
Number 2 is to devour the script, right? So devour the script, memorize the scenes. Come on, guys, this is the work you're going to be doing. Don't procrastinate. Please don't procrastinate. I've learned from personal experience. I used to be a procrastinator, and I've realized I can never do my work. Number 3 is to work on the script, work on the piece, work as much as you can do so that you feel confident and coming into that room with options. Number 4 is to get in the zone. Give yourself some time to breathe, put some music on, find your own personal ritual. I put my headphones on and I just zone out for a little bit. I put some music on that relaxes me. I don't put on some crazy music that's gonna, get me hyped up. I put some music, maybe some classical music, maybe some lounge, just some stuff so that I can hear my thoughts and get myself into the zone. And I do a self-talk. Learn how to do self-talk. Okay. And the number 5 is just let it go. You're in there having fun. We're not doing brain surgery here. And just have fun, guys. We're actors, right? So let's make this fun. This is your opportunity. I wish you guys all the best. You got this, and just get better day by day, right? Thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed the tips as much as I would like to help you in any way I can. Please remember to like, subscribe, follow, leave any comments. I am here to help. I want to make this a discussion. So once again, thank you, and stay tuned for the next episode. Cheers.
Readies.